here at Gundam Planet, we're all about doing it up medieval style. And that's why I have the Gyancelot, which is another in a long line of semi-clever names for these Build Fighters kits. Except this one actually makes sense in English, unlike the Leopard Da Vinci. This is the Gyancelot. And you guessed it, it's a knight, and it's a Gyan, and it's supposed to be like Lancelot, but it's a Gyan. So that's cool. But anyways, as most of you are probably aware, they're making a new Build Fighters Try TV special, and this is one of a few kits that are coming out of that. So Build Fighters is back, sorta, and this one is pretty much the only one I saw that I thought was like kind of cool, because it's a Gyan, and it's also a knight, and I like the Gyan, and I like knights, so I figured why not. So let's get right into it. So starting off, you get this just big old runner, and it's got this like kind of cool, like sort of off-white plastic going on here, and I think it actually looks pretty cool. And I'm like, I'm gonna just assume that this is based off of the Gyan Revive, which it most likely, almost definitely is. So like that's cool. So it's a pretty recent build, so it'll probably be pretty good. We got some blue plastic here, and that's cool, and this is going to have some bad nubs. I can already tell that. This blue plastic is going to be rough, but the gates look pretty small, so I think it'll be okay, but we'll see. Got some more of that off-white going here. We got your Gyan shield, which is always, you know, classic Gyan shield, so that's the same as the regular high grade, nothing new there. Here we got some clear effect parts that are going to go in on the top of the head, and where it's got this like energy cape thing coming out of it, and that's pretty cool. I like this clear yellow, looks good. No complaints there. You got the standard Gyan sword beam saber thing, and like I like the Gyan sword, but that is definitely not the main weapon that it's supposed to have, and we're gonna get to that soon. You got this like this is for the shield and the sword. You got this like light brown, almost bronze looking color here. Like it looks okay. Nothing too spectacular. Polycaps, you know, the usual stuff. This is just a bunch of gray. You got the inside of the shield, got some skirt armor, got some just odds and ends that are gonna keep this guy together, and nice soft plastic, feels good. Nothing too crazy. More gray, got that white, some more blue, and like a lot of it is just pretty like, I guess it's like unexciting, but like it looks good enough, so like I can't really complain, but I can't really say that I'm like thrilled looking at any of it. And then we move on to what is easily the biggest disappointment of this whole kit, is the dang spear. When I first saw the art for this, I was like, wow, that spear is cool. Little did I know, and I guess I should have assumed this, that they were going to mold it in this garbage shampoo gold, and that's really lame. And I'm really disappointed. So if you're going to want this to look good, you're going to have to paint it. It's like a little translucent, which is like okay, but it's like just a really lame decision. Like they could have done a little better with that. You got like a pretty big sticker sheet. Looks not very fun, but it's also not too bad. So, you know, it's just going to be a little annoying putting those stickers on. Got your manual here. It's got your standard Build Fighters manual. Got that man on the back. You know, build custom and all that. So like he looks pretty good. And then I guess this is like a first edition bonus, but you get this little like Bandai Claw Model catalog, so you can see everything that they're going to come out with. And they got some stuff coming, a bunch more Build Fighter stuff, and you know, that's neat. And that's it. And if I sound really apathetic, it's because I am. I like the design of the Gyancelot, but this model kit doesn't look like it's going to be anything too special, but I hope when I build it, I will be proven wrong, because that would be cool. So I'm going to go ahead and build this guy, and I'll get right back with you guys with the finished product. Alright, so here is the Gyancelot. He's done, and I don't really have a lot of strong feelings about it. I thought it was pretty good, you know, kind of like, I guess I'd say it's like aggressively decent, because you know what, I'm just going to get the biggest problem out of the way, because I'm having kind of a hard time like articulating my thoughts on this. Really, my biggest problem was the stickers. The stickers are really bad, and you'll see it a little better when we get up close, but the placement of the stickers was awkward, and they don't really look really good. They look very much like just not great foil stickers on top of plastic. So that's kind of disappointing because there's a lot of those gold stickers up top, particularly on this back piece here. This sticker is just, no thank you. No, I don't want to do that again. But other than that, I don't really have pretty much anything else really negative to say, other than a couple little nitpicks. But overall, as far as these new Build Fighters high grades go, this one is pretty solid. It's a strong look. I really like the design of it. I think it's a real neat take on the Gyan. And a lot of the really good parts about this, I am like hypothesizing that most of the good things are because I haven't built it yet, but I guess this means the Gyan Revive is a great kit because there's a lot of great little articulation points going on here that give it a lot of depth. But some of the little things that they added onto this to make it into the Gyancelot kind of hinder the things that make the Gyan Revive awesome, I assume. And it's just kind of disappointing, really. But, you know, let's just get up close so we can take a look at some more things about this guy. So here he is up close, and as you can see, looking at him like this, he's got like a real nice, strong look going on. But like I said, these stickers are not great. They're really disappointing, but we're just going to move on from that because I'll just keep harping about these stupid stickers the entire review. Real quick, I'll go over the accessories. So you get this spear, and like I said in the beginning, I really don't like this shampoo gold, but upon completion, it doesn't actually really bother me that much. It just kind of is what it is. You get two heads for the spear. You get this open one, which is way sicker than the closed one, and I feel like there's just no choice here. I mean, yeah, I don't need that. And then you also get the classic Gyan sword if you really want to use it. The kit comes with a lot of the parts that would make the original Gyan, so this is probably just left over from that, but it's here if you want it. And then you get one additional hand, which is another hand used to hold the spear, but if you can see, it has a little polycap joint in there so you can bend it up or down so you can kind of get him like charging forward with the spear. So that's the only other hand it comes with, and that's kind of disappointing, but it's not that big of a deal. I don't really need any other hands for it. You also get the classic Gyan shield, which is cool because it's the Gyan shield. It's got those missiles in it. It's neat. And that is all the accessories. So it doesn't really have too much, but also not anything less than it would need. On the back here, you get this backpack that's new for the Gyancelot, and I really like these effect parts here. I think the color is nice. I think the molding is nice. They definitely pop when you put them on the kit. And then you got this weird back fin thing. I don't really know what that's there for. That you can move them all. Pretty nice. Alright, so moving on to the front, I'm gonna pop these guys off so I can show you guys how the articulation works. So first things first, like a lot of these other Revive kits, you got a double jointed elbow there, so you get really nice bend out of that. You have double jointed knees, so again, super good bend right there. All looks great, really nice articulation. Now when it comes to the shoulders have the potential to be amazing, but then, yeah, that's it. This big shoulder pauldron just completely ruins it. Like, you can, it's on a joint, so you can like kind of get it out of the way, but that, as far as I can do, is like pretty much the most you're going to get out of the shoulder, which is really disappointing because I can tell that on the Gyan Revive, it's got some crazy shoulder articulation. So having this pauldron here, while it looks pretty cool, stickers aside, it kind of hinders the posability, which is a shame. The head is really big, so you're not going to really get too much out of it. Like, you can kind of move it around, but these pieces on the top here kind of hinder the movement, which is weird. It's just the design. Nothing you can really do about that. A little bit of motion on the skirt armor comes out a little bit like that, so you can get a little bit more of a side kick. Actually, it's like pretty dang good. So like you get really nice motion out of the legs. The legs aren't really hindered by anything, which is nice. On the feet, get a little bit of a toe bend right there, so that gives you a little bit more options. Feet move around real nice. And honestly, other than the shoulders, the articulation on this thing is really nice. So again, that probably goes back to how good the Gyan Revive is. So, and that's really it. Mostly, I'm pretty impressed by the articulation on this thing. So that's really about all my thoughts on the Gyancelot here. I wasn't really too impressed by it, but I also wasn't really too disappointed by it. It's really just kind of super middle of the road. It's got some nice articulation going on when it's not hindered by the additional parts that make it from the Gan into the Gyancelot. And the plastic looks nice, feels nice. I really like the effect parts. Overall, other than the stickers, just a really strong look. Accessories, kind of whatever, but like not that big of a deal. And like, that's really about it. So I'll see you guys next time. Alright guys, so as always, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this review. Let me know your thoughts about Gyancelot. You can also let me know about your thoughts about Build Fighters Tri-Island Wars. If you saw it, that's what this is from. And again, like most of this review, I just don't really have too much to say. So check out some of their videos, like, comment, subscribe, the whole thing. Thanks guys, I'll see you next time.